Today I'm going to talk about a project of mine called Ayuda PY or Ayuda Pi. It doesn't matter. And well, first, this is my first talk in English, so I want to say sorry in advance to the live caption lady. It's going to be challenging for both of us. So, first, something about me. That's me. That's the best picture I have of me. And also my mom wants to show that to me to show it here. This is my handle in everything, like Melizeche. It's easier usually than my name. So I'm a developer, an InfoSec consultant. I'm a Python Software Foundation fellow. Currently, I'm working at Moody's as a software engineer, and I help to organize the Python Paraguay community. Well, that's the logo of Python Paraguay. That's the handle if you want to give some love there, and especially if you speak Spanish. We do meetups, and we do a streaming on the YouTube channel about the meetups with the talks. Okay, so this is a slide that probably is going to help a few of you. That is Paraguay. It's a country the size of California with a population of 7 million. And the TLD is .py, but you can't buy just .py. Yeah, I know. That is why the project is called ayudapy.org and not ayuda.py. But yeah, there is a reason for that. All the reasons are stupid, but well, that's for another talk. Okay, let's continue. Well, I'm going to give you a little background here. This project occurred during the pandemic, during the lockdown. In Paraguay, we have like this really strict lockdown since I think it was March 11. It was even with mobility restriction, like you couldn't like go more than a few blocks from your home. So Paraguay is a country where there is an insufficient social safety nets that you like if you, and also the informal sector of the economy, it's something like more than the 50%. So there is a lot of people that live day by day. So if they don't work one day, they don't eat that day. And when the lockdown occurred, like that happened to a lot of people. Also, the government reaction was totally inefficient. Even when they tried to do some kind of help, like they pop up some website, and at the minute the website went down, and also like it was insufficient also. And as I said, like we had also mobility restrictions. So in the light of this, everybody wants to help, and I saw that a lot. I saw that people trying to do their best to help people, and sometimes one thing that happened is that like you saw like in social media that this I don't know, like this old man doesn't have to eat, and and there were like 50 people helping that old man, and that's something really good. But as a programmer, I think like probably it's not the most efficient way to distribute help. And thinking about that, well, who really knows one's needs? It's oneself. So I try to, with those two, I try to create a platform where the people that need help can say what they need, and the people that want to help just can go there and see who is in need. So in a weekend I start like doing something, like start coding behind this idea, and by the Monday I have something like it was something less than 200 lines of code, but it kind of worked. So that is I just released that with a tweet, like that is the roughly translation of the tweet with a GIF of how to use the platform. So I think here is the GIF. Yeah, so basically you have only two buttons. You do one click, you put whatever you need, and you put your name, your phone, and you select your location. And you put some reference or address, and you can upload a picture if that's necessary. And well, that's the whole flow for the help requester. And if you want to help, you have the map, and you can see like who is like near you that need help. So I just released that tweet, like, you know, okay, I did this, and let's see what happened. So what happened? The project like went like explosive. Like I had like the first help request like 20 minutes after that tweet. I had the first pull request from my repo 2 hours from that. And so people start getting involved, people start sharing the platform. And well, like, you know, like in the, I think the second day I have like 200 help requests, and the third day it was something like 1,000, and it continued growing like that. So a lot of people got help. Like there's some tweets of people that it got help or they helped somebody. And they were like really happy about that. Like most of the people really needed, like for me, the idea initially was to create a platform for any kind of help, but slowly started becoming like a humanitarian platform. Most of the, what people need was like food, supplies, and medicine. So also, as I say, we have some community responses. This is like the date of my tweet. That is the date of the first PR. So it's like just a couple hours or something of difference. So it was something that was amazing. And after that, after 1 hour, I got another PR and so on. So, you know, everybody really wants to help, and, you know, the developers or whoever was had some skills or not, they try to help. Also, the people that I don't know start creating some tutorials. Like I don't know who created this. I just found it in YouTube.
Te lleva a esta página donde puedes seleccionar entre poner necesito ayuda o quiero ayudar.
That's basically it's defining, and you should put your location on, so it's going to be easier.
Si necesitas ayuda,
and
necesito ayuda, que es el
she's explaining the whole process of how to use the platform. So that was something that was like pretty great, to have like people that you don't know like creating tutorials for your platform. So and even like also another thing, like Paraguay is a bilingual country. We speak Spanish and Guarani. Guarani is a native language that 90% of the population speaks both. And in some parts, like people only, like their mother tongue is Guarani, and I will say like the school and work language is Spanish. So they are like, they think in Guarani and speak in Spanish. So people start like creating tutorials in Guarani. If you want to know how Guarani sounds. So he started like doing the whole tutorial in Guarani. So that was something also cool. I got another tutorial in Guarani here, but this doesn't have subtitles, so that's go. Also, regarding the community response, something that was really cool is that from 1 week that the project was launched, somebody create an Android app and start sharing, like because I create an API for this. And after 1 week of that, so the second week, we have like an iOS app that somebody did, because I don't know how to program for iOS. And it was like even nice. The UX and everything was nicer. Like he's an iOS developer, so, and I'm a backend developer, so. But yeah, like we have like for the two major platforms, we have like an app in 2 weeks. After this catch up, the Paraguayan Red Cross come to us, and they wanted to use the platform as their official platform for helping people during the pandemic. And so I had to make the app more complicated. So instead of 2 buttons, now I have 4 buttons. So one is donation centers, and the other I want to be a volunteer. Good thing it is that in Django I could separate that with the core features and the organization features, like in different apps. But yeah, I'm going to get there. Well, so here's open source and our tech stack. So I created this with Django and DjangoCon using Postgres and PostGIS, OpenStreetMap, Leaflet.js, and I was strongly an advocate for Vanilla.js because I don't know how to program in React. But yeah, it was. But I think it was a good decision because it lowered the bar for anyone who wanted to help. Like, yeah, you just need JavaScript, and yeah, don't put jQuery or whatever here. So many people, like I learned some stuff, and many people learned some other stuff of how to do stuff in Vanilla.js. At first, like it was just only templates, and I was writing Django templates. But after that, people that knew JavaScript joined the project, so we had like a nicer, I would say, a nicer code. So probably I don't know if this is going to read, but the project is pretty simple. It basically it's one form and one map. And the form, the model is there is called help request. It has a title, a message, the name, the phone, the address, and the location. Here you can see this is a field from Django that is a point field, so it's easier to geolocate something. It's just like one more field, so it's pretty easy. And in the left you have the administration panel, and you're going to see that funny stuff happens when you put your locale in Spanish, but you program in English, and so you have some categories here. So yeah, like I didn't put the plural correctly there, but yeah, some stuff that happened. So, but yeah, as I was saying, like this is the core, and this is for organizations. In this case, was the Red Cross, but we are after I'm going to talk about there is other organizations. So, and for Paraguay, that is kind of like the population is not very big. Having an open source project with, I will say for me, it's a lot of contributors. Like they start everybody was creating issues, creating solving issues, getting PRs. I think these stats are from 2 months from the beginning. So. Yeah, and without knowing, I became an open source maintainer. That wasn't the idea initially, but yeah, that happened. And well, I'm going to talk a little about the architecture. Probably if you have DevOps people here, they're going to hate me. But yeah, no Docker, just vibes. So initially, it was just $5 per month BPS. I did git deploy scripts, really, source, activate, blah, and pull, and it worked. I used Unicorn as, and it was so good. I know that it's not probably the cool way to do it now, but it's so reliable and so predictable regarding the use of memory. So that was good. And yeah, I was we already have systemd because we were running Linux, so we use that for the process monitoring. And yeah, so everybody is going to, but this will scale? Yeah, you need to ask that question. So yeah, when we needed, it was like $12 BPS, Nginx as a load balancers, and NFS mount in FS tab for file storage. Again, sorry, DevOps people. Like I could do like some cool stuff with S3 and block storage and stuff, but I don't know how to do that, and I'm good at Linux. So this happened, and it worked. And also, usually you don't need for, like this got like a lot of traffic. I will say like the third VPS was just for flexing that I could do that, but yeah. So I'm going to talk a little more the repercussion of the project. So as I say, like the project like explode. Like we had a lot of media covering, like not only local media, also media from other places. Here's the Guardian. Like like the news itself is not like really good, but yeah, the project got mentioned as a solution. We have like I think this screenshot it was like from 1 week from the project. We have like accessing. We got like from everywhere basically. This is like for this kind of platform. Maybe it's not a lot, but yeah. For Paraguay, I think it's a lot. And one of the good things that happened that for me was like totally something that I wasn't expecting is that as the people start talking about the project and they want to replicate it. So in Argentina, they creating this that is called Argentina por vos, like it's Argentina for you. And I will say that probably it's the UI is nicer. They have designers and stuff, but after that I'm going to talk about the UX and why I try to keep it simple. But yeah, I really like this. Unluckily in Argentina, the project didn't take the same, I would say, like explosion, but yeah, it was a cool thing that it happened. Also, this was totally something unexpected. The project got forked in Indonesia. So I don't speak Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian language, but because I know that because of those buttons, I know that once I need help and the other I want to help because those are the buttons that you have in the platform. And and they created like everything, like that's Jakarta, and they start using. I think at this moment the project is down, but I think it worked for a while there. I'm going to talk a little more about the user experience because I think for this project was something that was, I will say, like essential. We have to have some UX decisions because we have some challenges. Because especially our users, like we have two users, basically the help requester and the person that want to help, and I will say that neither of those users necessarily were a tech-savvy user, and especially the help requester. Probably most of them were people of lower income or even unhoused people. So for that, we have to take some consideration that it got like pros and cons, like not having no user accounts. Like you can't ask for somebody that is like having a really bad time to create an email and all the process that got there for creating an account. We use like everyday language, pretty direct, like nothing that you usually see in a site. Like everything was like a call to action, like hey, you press here, I'm going to try to find you, and something like that. In every input we use examples. So people knew what kind of information they can put there. We did it mobile first because most people, that is the only way to access to the internet. And as I talk about the two kind of users that we have like the help requester and the people that want to help. we try to focus all the things first in the help requester, because that's the beginning of the flow. So sometimes we need to take some decisions that, like it will be better for the people that wanted to help, but it will impact in the people that needed help. So we have to take those decisions. Also, a vertical flow. That maybe nothing that could, I will say, like caught the attention, but what happened? Like this was a site when it was launched, and everything is like from top to down, and you only have one thing per row. That's the idea. Like nothing confusing. I have like this long discussion with when we were like a lot of developers with one of the front end guys that really want to put a hamburger menu there. And yes, it was like a long decision, but it was a good, because I had to write like several paragraphs like explaining why, and everybody everybody agree after that, and yeah, so everything is like top down and vertical flow. This is how it looks now. Like it got a little makeover. Yeah, we have a logo, but we still use the same thing. Like we have like these two buttons that say "I need help" and the subtitle there it says "Publish your request so people can see," and the other one says "I want to help," and it says like find someone that near you that need that so you can help him. Also, as I say there, like on the right, you can see it's like the first button of all. It says like, press here, I'm going to try to find you. Because we realized that one of the most difficult tasks that people had was using a map. And that's not the only thing. Many people didn't know their address. That's something that happened. Many people didn't have like a proper address because they were unhoused people. So also you can see there, like I don't know if you're going to notice, but like in the inputs you have like these examples of the text. But yeah, everything is predefined and why you need to do that. Like in this description, you say like here you can put more details on that. How better you tell your situation, it's more probable that people wanted to help. So it was like giving a motivation why I'm asking this information for you. I tried to keep the most simple as I could, to have the less steps as I could. Here is another thing that I said like before. Like when you click the button on the top that is click here, I'm going to try to find you. It automatically, if the location is working, selects the point, and also it selects we create a inverse geolocation service to get from a point to get the address. And yeah, Google Maps wasn't good for that. We need to use OpenStreetMaps because it was more detailed, like in Paraguay. So you have like the direction, the area, the city, the department that is like ours, kind of like a state there. And also, automatically fill the address field, because if there is something wrong, they can change that. This is the view when you look at one help request, and you have like a few things here. Like you have the phone number there, and if you click it, like this is more for the people that want to help. So if you click on that, your phone app opens with that phone number. If you click on the WhatsApp button, because everybody uses WhatsApp outside the US, and so you click on WhatsApp, it opens WhatsApp with a default message like, hey, I don't know, like the name of this person. Hey, Vero, I saw your request in Ayuda PY. Yeah, with the title of the request and the URL, so people know, like, doesn't even need to type anything. Also, you have like this button to open on Google Maps, so we can, it's easier for navigation. Like if you get the people, the whole flow is more probably they're going to help than if they need to, I don't know, go out, open Google Maps, search for the address and stuff. And also, as I said, like one of the problems that we have is that because we didn't have user accounts, we didn't have a practical way to set a request as that it was help or it was attended. So we rely on people telling us. So you have after that a button for WhatsApp, another for Twitter that say like, let us know that you help this request. So, and it does the same. Like it also just put the name of the number of the request and all the stuff, all the information there, so we can mark that manually as done or attend. So those were good decisions. So I'm going to say some numbers here, but the thing is like the numbers are not important, and I know that many people hate that. Everybody wants to know, hey, how many people got help with that? And the answer is I don't know. But we have 15K help requests. 3,000 of them, they're manually marked as attended and done, but you know, a lot of people just help another people and didn't let us know, you know, because it didn't matter. It's like the important thing was done. So the impact, I can say, like, is immeasurable. I can measure that. Thank you. And also, like, this is like I need to translate this. Like this person said that another thing that when we were having the UX thing of not having accounts and not marking the request as done, it was like, and what happened if many people, like people that already helped, got another help and so on. And this lady, it says on Twitter, like that is the nice thing of the sincerity of the people, and there's 3 people that she asked, like, hey, you already received help? And they say, like, yeah, we already received help. And these are people that probably aren't going to need help like 1 week from them. But, sometimes people are nice. So probably in this conference doesn't make any sense, this slide. But I also have, because people ask me, like, how you plan to monetize? Like, no, fuck no. I'm going to, especially the thing is, like, the initial cost was $5. So it was something that it wasn't something really costly. And it's easier to cover that. And also, I tried to put everything to be unmonetizable. The license is Affero GPL3. It's open source. Like even like the data itself is the data itself. It's I forget the name of the Creative Commons, but a restricted one. So for people can't use that. So I want to talk a little more about the support received. One good thing it was that DigitalOcean and New Relic got us like some credit. So we got like for at least for 1 year, the platform was cost-free because they give to us this. So that was really good. And a shout out to those companies. And well, this probably should be in the repercussions part, but well. The United Nations Development Program used the data from Ayuda PY to get some data, and they published a paper about the social capital in Paraguay as an asset for combating vulnerability during COVID-19 pandemic. So that was something pretty cool. And here are some graphs that sociologists understand, but they look pretty cool, and for what I understand, it helped a lot for them to make decisions on stuff. Yeah, more cool graphs. Well, now I want to talk a little. It's a little more in a personal way about this project. One thing that is complicated when everything that you heard recently looks, it sounds great. But the difficult part of this platform is that you say, oh, I have like 15,000 requests, but those are 15,000 people or families that are having like a really bad time. So the success of the platform, it's bittersweet, It's not something that it's good. And it was totally different to any project that I had. Because probably you're not going to read this, but it's a help request, it's the view of the help request, and sometimes I want to, I don't know, hey, what happened if I move this button here, and I try to, I don't know, to see how it looks in the website, and the data, like it says like, yeah, I don't have anything to eat for today, or I don't know, I was trying to. I will say to optimize a query, and when I was testing that, I got the the information that I got is like my baby doesn't have anything to eat today, and that is something that when you start working on that, it start really affecting you, and for me it was I didn't realize at the beginning, but it was pretty difficult because. I was one of the lucky people that I was already working remote, so I didn't lose my job. But the lockdown got declared, and for me it was a Tuesday. The world was falling apart, and I still need to work. And after that, I still need to. I create something that was helping people, so I couldn't take like a lot of time off because. For me, it was like, okay, we found a bug, and yeah, if I don't solve that bug, maybe somebody is not going to eat. So it put a lot of pressure on me, and was something that was like really difficult. I had a really hard time. I lost my job at that moment because I don't want to responsibilize the platform. I want to. It's myself who I need to responsibilize, but I was under a lot of things, and I didn't get the support or help that I needed at that time. So my recommendation is that if you are embarking in this kind of projects, if you're embarking in this kind of project, I don't know, yeah, we're back. I have a lot of people to rely on. I have like 20 developers that could charge. I have many people being involved, but I wanted to solve everything, and sometimes that is not the best idea, because sometimes you need to put your oxygen mask first before helping others, And also, this is just like unsolicited advice. You should everyone should treat therapy like the dentist. Like if everything is okay, just go like 1 or 2 times a year. Like not going to hurt. So, what's next? Like last year we. Associated with Un Día para Dar, that is a Giving Tuesday here in the States. It's like in every part of the world, they have like a Giving Tuesday. In this case, we try to do, for people to try to help their neighbors. So Giving Tuesday Paraguay used the Ayuda PY platform as their own, so they were promoting. So in that day, you help somebody. So and that was pretty cool. And the other thing is that now I'm working. It should have been done, but I still need to create. It's a part for the firefighters because we have, especially in this time of the year, we have a lot of forest fires. And well, so the idea with this is that what the firefighters struggle the most is in getting their tanks refilled, especially in rural areas. So for this, it's the idea to the people to can, if you have like a pool or some kind of water reservoir, you can register there, and the firefighters will know where they can recharge their trucks. So, how to contribute? Because it's an open source project. We have issues, and we have the localization guide. We have the GitHub issues. Like they're like at this moment, I will say that it's a little stale, the project, but yeah, if you want to check there, you can do it. And most of the issues are in English, so that is a good thing. Also, especially for the people that for our project in Indonesia, what we did is like to translate all the strings to English first, so they can create new localizations. So it's kind of easy. Like if you want to replicate this project, it's kind of easy. Like you just can use and change the strings, and everything works. It's pretty cool. Well, so now I want to, for closing, I want to some learnings that we have as a, because the thing is like it was a personal project first, but after that it became a community project. So that is why I changed from I to we. So we have some learnings. One was that quick actions, sometimes like the timing it's necessary, and it doesn't need to be perfect. You know, now is better than never, as the Son of Python says. Like the MVP was like 20 hours of development, less than 200 lines of code in one weekend, 3 bottles of Fernet, but yeah, in general, it worked. You know, like it was like the less performant site ever. Like it just like it wrote all the locations in the template as a JavaScript. It was horrible, but it worked. And after that, I have smart people to join to fix my mess. So another lesson here is that something simple can generate a lot of real impact. I will say simple is better than complex from the Son of Python. And here I will say that probably this is the reason why I decide to have like a software career. Like for me, it was almost magic that you can create something from almost nothing, and it worked. And in this case, that can affect real people's life. And I have this. It's this mother wrote to us, saying that when she had only 2 cartons of milk for their baby, and saw the tweet talking about the UWPYs, she just created a help request, and look at now. So for me, it's, you know, that baby could eat that night. And that's something that, I don't know, like I never realized that that's something that we can do, like coding. It's insane. So for closing up, I'm a really big fan of punk, but Religion is one of my favorite bands. And since I was a kid, this phrase of this part of the song always got stuck on me. And it said, "Hey, man of science, with your perfect Google measure, can you improve this place with the data that you gather?" And with this project, I hope that I can answer that question with a yes. Thank you.